Well, I think there's quite a bit at stake. I mean, a lot of people have been following the meteoric rise of Sebastian Kurz of the People's Party, and that's actually where we are now. We're at where the results will be announced for the People's Party, and they're clearly hoping for a big result. If he gets elected, he would be the world's youngest head of government, and it would really be a fresh new start for the People's Party, which has usually been kind of a center-right conservative party. But Sebastian Kurz has not only rejuvenated the party by restructuring it, he's also moved it further to the right on the issue of immigration, and that really has been the top issue this election.
And which coalitions are possible?
Well, it's very unlikely that if the People's Party, it's unlikely they'll win an outright majority, so they probably will have to build a coalition. They haven't ruled out anyone, but the reality is they probably won't be the Social Democrats because they said they didn't want to be in that coalition anymore, which leaves something like the Freedom Party, a far-right party that's anti-immigration and anti-Islam. We don't know what the coalitions are going to be yet. We just have to wait and see for the vote. But as you can tell from the noise here, it's pretty clear that the People's Party is hoping to celebrate big tonight.
You mentioned the Freedom Party. How much influence is the Freedom Party likely to get in the parliament?
I think they're likely to get quite a bit of influence. Before Sebastian Kurz revamped the People's Party, the Freedom Party was ahead in the polls. And the fact is, whether or not how many votes they get, they've been able to dictate the conversation around immigration and refugees with a strident policy that not only demanded to close the borders, but to limit the number of refugees the country accepted and to crack down on the Islamic community in particular. They, for example, pushed very hard for a ban on full-face Islamic veils. So no matter what happens in the vote, they have already shaped the conversation around immigration, which is the top issue this election.
And is a coalition between the People's Party and the Social Democrats possible?
It's possible, but it's just very unlikely at this point. I mean, one of the reasons why Sebastian Kurz called this snap election is because he didn't want to work with the Social Democrats anymore. And as he pointed out, and I think as many voters have told me, they didn't like this old coalition that was going forward, this very centrist coalition. And Kurz really recognized that, and this is why he tried to revitalize the party. And so what he's done is sort of done a bit of a Macron, as Emmanuel Macron did in France, rejuvenated the party, but instead of creating a new movement, he just sort of rebuilt his old party. And for that reason, he's probably not going to want to enter into a coalition with his old partner.